guys, I'll be buying every new St. Patrick's Brainrot. And there's a total of 8, so let's go ahead and buy the very first one. And one of the new ones is a new Lvaka. So let's go ahead and press search and see how much it's gonna be. It looks like $3, $1.99, even one for 50 cents. Okay, so this Brainrot really isn't worth too much money. Like, there's one here with 2 traits and does 11 million a second for just 50 cents. This is what it looks like. It has the crab trait and the neon cat trait. All right, just 50 cents. So let's go ahead and get our very first Brainrot. All right, guys, we are joining for the new Lvaka. This is his base over here. Oh, bro, wait, he's got Pateos. All right, this is ours right here. 11 million a second Lvaka.
Lvaka lepre leprino.
This is our first Brainrot out of 8. Let's go, baby. All right, now we just need 7 more of these new Brainrots to buy. So let's go ahead and move on to our second one. All right, next up we have the Luxahor. All right, let's see how much this is worth right now. Okay, this one is worth just a little bit more. So we can get one for $3.90 that does 60 million a second. We can get one that's $4 that does 18 million a second. Okay, I don't know who would buy this one because it's not even good priced and it only does 18 million a second. I think we might go with this one, bro. This one does 60 million a second and it's only $3.90. All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and get it. All right, guys, we are joining for the Luxahor. You said hello. Can take. Here it is right here. 39 million. Wait, 39 million. Wait, I thought I paid for a 60 million, bro. What? Whatever, bro. It was still pretty cheap, but we got our second St. Patrick Brainrot. 11 million a second, and we got a 39.3 million a second Brainrot. And these are only going to just be getting better. So let's move on to the third one. And next up, we have Know My Gold. All right. This one, wait, there was one up here for $25. Let's see how much this one is. Bro, this one is $25 and only does 13 million a second, bro. What? That is not worth it. Wait, actually, that's the only one I actually see on here. I mean, there's another one up here for $15, but wait, there's one here for $10. Wait, then there's one here for $2.50. That's 54 million a second. Bro, we almost just got scammed. We almost just had to pay $25 for one that was terrible. But this one has 1 trait and does 54 million a second. That is nuts. And it's only $2.50. Let's go ahead and get this for our third Brainrot. All right, guys, we are loading in for the Know My Gold. Here we go. All right, we got these 2 so far. So this is our third St. Patrick's Brainrot. And the event is actually going on right now, which is pretty odd. But here we go. Know My Gold, 54 million a second, baby. Let's go. All right, we're taking this over back to my base. And now we have 3 of the 8 newest Brainrots. And honestly, these are just getting more and more better. 11 million a second, 39 mil, and then 54 million a second. So let's see if we can get something more than 54 million a second. All right, guys, next up we have the Snailio Clover. And this one is a little bit more expensive. Let's see if we can find something that is more than 50 million a second. And literally the first one I see does 74 million a second for $4.50. That is pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. It has the same exact trait as the last one, which is kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. But this is what it looks like. It must be a little bit more rare. Average delivery time, 4 minutes, $4.50. Let's go ahead and get this. I think this is our 4th St. Patrick Brainrot. All right, we just got a trade request from Alf X Ra. All right, I'm gonna accept it. Let's see what he puts up. Hopefully it's the Brainrot I just got. Oh wait, there it is, Snailio Clover. Wow, I just said that so wrong. Clovero. All right, accept, and here we go. 2 seconds left. Confirmed. Let's go. And now we just got it, I'm pretty sure. All right, trade with Alf X Ra complete. There it is in our base. Oh my gosh, bro, we are getting stacked. So we started with this Lvaka at 11 mil, and now we have the Snailio that has 74 million. All right, we only have 4 more Brainrots to go. I think there's 2 more secrets and then 2 Brainrot gods that we'll do at the very end. So let's see if we can find something more than 74 million a second for our next secret Brainrot. If you guys want to get insane Brainrots like the ones I got right behind me, make sure to check out Mitch Mitch Cactus. They have all the top tier secret Brainrots from the Dragon Cannelloni, La Secret Combination, and many more. They're the #1 trusted source for steal a Brainrot and grow a garden services, with everything being completely safe and legitimate. Mitch Cactus has over 20,000 verified Trustpilot reviews and thousands of personalized vouchers. They make collecting your purchase effortless, secure, and under 20 minutes. They offer credit card, crypto, and more, and you're even covered by a 100% money back guarantee, meaning if you're not happy with what you got, you'll get a refund. Make sure to use code ILOD at checkout for 5% off your order. All right, so we have gold for our second to last secret Brainrot. And I don't even see it on here. I don't even see any golds for sale. So I think we might be out of luck on buying the gold Brainrot. All right, guys, so nobody is selling the gold for some reason. It must be super rare to get, or they're all sold out because people want them so bad. So I have found a middleman, and he literally just joined me, and he should have it. He has two right here. One does 500 mil and then one that does 281 million a second. I'm not sure which one he's gonna give me, but oh, this guy is freaking loaded, bro. Look at this guy. Bunch of Garmas. He has a Dragon Cannelloni, 700 millisecond Garma, 1 billion second Nacho Spider. Bro, this guy is absolutely loaded, bro. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna take this one, bro. All right, bro. We're getting ourselves a gold. This thing has to be worth like I don't even know, probably $40 if I had to guess. But so far we got 5 Brainrots, and there's only one more secret Brainrot left, and then the last 2 are Brainrot gods. So let's get the last secret. All right, so this is the last secret I need to get, but it's $25. That's honestly the most expensive one yet. So I'm gonna buy the 2 Brainrot gods first and then come to this at the very end. So we have Pateo, which is one of the Brainrot gods that we saw earlier in the video, and it's literally only 50 cents. So let's go ahead and get this guy and fill up our new St. Patrick Brainrot collection. All right, we got the trade requests, and I'm guessing this guy has the Pateo. Yep, there it is. Pateo, 287,000 a second. I really don't even want this Brainrot, but I'm just doing it for the St. Patrick collection. Accept. Processing, and there we go, completed. All right, and now that we have just 2 more left, let's go ahead and do the last Brainrot god and the last secret. All right, the last Brainrot god is the Cleavekirker, and this one is 50 cents and has 1 trait and does 2.1 million a second. Let's go. Our last Brainrot god. All right, we got Hunter_Wolf giving me the Cleavekirker, our last Brainrot god. I am ready. Accept. Confirmed. And there we go. Nice. All right, that is all. We just have 1 more to get, so let's go ahead and get our very last Brainrot. All right, guys, here we go for the very last Brainrot. $25. All right, guys, I just bought it. Now I'm waiting for the trade request, and that will go. Oh, there it is right there. Hope 5K wants to trade. Accept. Let's see if he puts it in there. Oh, there it is, my very last St. Patrick Brainrot, and it's the rarest one of the update. Ready? Oh my gosh, I'm about to get it. 2 more seconds. 1 second. Accept. Come on, bro. Press accept. Here we go. Confirmed. Processing. Completed. Let's go. All right, let's go upstairs. There it is. Oh my god. It doesn't have any traits on or anything, and it still does 130 million a second. That is pretty sick. But if you guys want a Brainrot gifted to you, make sure you are subscribed, leave a like, and you might get lucky.